Hello, friends, and welcome back to Stories About Entitled People. Who goes to a fast food drive-thru and expects their fries not to be frozen prior to being fried? Did this guy seriously expect fast food employees to start cutting raw potatoes? But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new here and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new video every single day. You need to make me a new batch of fries. Sure thing, I'll get right on that. So our fast food restaurant closes at midnight on Sundays, and around 11:15 p.m. we start transitioning to close and to get ready for the delivery we get every Sunday. There's a process here where we play a game of how many fries do we think we're going to sell in the last 45 minutes and put the bags of them up front because we know the delivery takes the last hour of our shift like clockwork, and we can't access the big boxes of French fries due to a line of boxes and dollies and counting items and etc. Plus, our manager specifically says to not go in the walk-in during the delivery, not that we could anyway tonight. So I'm usually pretty good at guessing, and we had a car pull up who needs 2 large fries. So I dropped 4 large, half a bag, the last half we had up front, just in case another car pulls up. It did. The second car pulls up and says, "Hi, I'd like a Bamberger large with fries, and I need those fries fresh." I was dumb enough to mention, "Well, today's your lucky day because I just dropped some fries right now." His increasingly pleasant response, "I don't care about those fries, yo. You better make me some new fries. Fresh. Don't give me those fries. Make me some new ones." Okay, bud. Enter another entry into the A-Hole Chronicles. Now, I could have just as easily given him the fries I just dropped because they take around 3 minutes to cook, so he was just pulling up just as they were finished, but he clearly said he didn't want those fries. So what's a cook to do? Do I lie and say these are not the fries that they thought they were? R.I.P. dinner screen. I tell him it's going to be a while on the new fries. He waits. I clean the frosty machine, a 6-minute job. I'm quick and thorough, right in front of the window. And waits. He honks, I apologize sincerely and explain that the fries are inaccessible until the delivery driver can get everything moved. Shouldn't be that much longer, then we can drop them. Maybe 10 minutes. And waits. I stock the nugget sauces, being mindful that I'm being watched like a hawk, so I pretend to look off in the middle distance of our restaurant, like there's something going on there. He waits some more. Finally, coworker runs up, literally in his slip non-resistant shoes, with the box, and we toss them into the fry bin. All of a sudden, he honks more emphatically now, and I come to the window to hear him yelling, "What? They're frozen! I want it fresh!" He screeches off into the night, no food in sight. But alas, read him his rights. Officer Pay It Forward drives in for his usual, stops Captain Fresh Fries, gives the fry guy a ticket for aggressive driving, a big no-no and a huge fine in Arizona, and comes into line to get his freshly made fries. I know this because the officer is a regular to our drive-thru and always pays for the person behind him. Like, always. I guess we should call him Officer Pay It Backward? Maybe I'm an a-hole and not one of those cool a-holes that sleeps with somebody's mom, drives a 3-wheeled vehicle with 2 tires on the front for some reason, one who truly gives no F's about anything. That's not me. I'm an a-hole steeped in living in the past, insecurity, and perpetual idiot disappointment. And our second story. Almost got banned for something I didn't do. I'll start by saying that I have a baby face and have always been mistaken for someone who's very young, even after graduating high school, as well as have random people approach me asking if I remember them from so-and-so because I always get mistaken for someone they know from somewhere else. Also, during this incident, most people might say he had just made a mistake, but the way he spoke to me, even after I told him he's made a mistake, he refused to believe me and even started making claims of theft, when the actual shoplifter was also in the store, actually taking things. I'd stopped at Walmart to buy myself a quick lunch for work. Note, I'm still wearing my teal-colored themed uniform shirt from my job that reads House Depot Cashier Appreciation Month, black slacks and shoes, along with a purple cap that also has the same logo and store name written on it, while wearing my black one-shoulder work bag that I use to carry my work-related things and lunch. I had just paid for everything and was heading for the exit when a security guard stops me and asks to check my things, which I let him, and even held out my receipt to prove that I'd paid for everything. Security 1. Have you paid for everything yet? Me, still holding my receipt. Yes, it's right here. You can look it over if you like. Security 1. How do I know it's not a fake one from a different store? Me. Because I just finished paying for it? And if you ask that cashier over there who rang me up, she can tell you I paid for everything. Security 1. I'm asking because I've gotten reports that there have been theft around here lately, and the report matches your description. Me. I've shopped here sometimes by myself, but most times I come here with my family, and I've never stolen anything from here or from any store. Besides, today was the only time I was available to stop by to get lunch. Security 1. I was told you were in the store yesterday night. Me, confused. I wasn't here last night. I was at home all day. Security 1. If you keep bad-mouthing me, I'll have you banned from this store. Now unload your bag and give back all the things you've just taken off the shelves now. Me. I'm telling the truth. If you want to go through my bag and check, I'm not going to stop you, but I haven't stolen anything from the store. I just got off work and just came in here to buy... Security 1. I've had enough of your BS. I've been here all day, and I've seen you repeatedly come in and exit the store with your bag loaded with things that you didn't pay for. I'm calling the cops to have you arrested and getting management to have you banned permanently. I tried to reason with him, but he proceeds to ignore me and radios over management as well as another security 2 to detain me. They reach me and they ask what's happening. Security 1, I've got the shoplifter you told me about. Me. I'm not shoplifting. I'm just buying lunch for work. I've got the receipt to prove that I haven't stolen anything. Manager, may I see the receipt? I hand him the receipt, which Security 1 claims is fake and refuses to believe I wasn't lying, while Security 2 is double-checking and matching everything in my bag with the receipt. Manager, everything in her bag matches up with the receipt. She's not lying or shoplifting. Please stop restricting her from leaving. Security 1, but I swear, I saw her walking in and out of the store all day, and even the past few days. Me, I already told you the past few days I've been either at home or college, and today was the only day I was available to stop by and get lunch. And I've clearly not been walking in and out if I'm still in uniform. This made the Security 1 fall silent for saying, she's clearly lying now. She just said she was here all day, and now she's claiming she was at work. Security 2, no, that's what you said. She's only said that she hadn't been available to come here the past few days and up until now. Manager, if you've seen who's been shoplifting all day, why didn't you bother to stop them or report them and just now decided to step in? Security 1 was about to say something else when manager stops him due to a call over the radio about needing security and management near the back of the store. Manager has Security 1 go with them to see what the disturbance is, and Security 2 stay with me to hear my side of the story. After they walked away, I tell my side of the story. And as I finished, I get a text from my dad asking why I'm not home yet, to which I speak to my dad, and he tells me he's coming to pick me up. After this, Security 1 and manager are dragging a struggling, maybe high school-age girl with a backpack full of electronics and more, dressed in loose clothes and tan pants with a pink cap, as well as a few cop cars pulling up behind us. I assume maybe we're called when they caught her? After manager and Security 1 finished speaking to the cops and the girl was taken away, Security 2 confirms my story, and Security 1 tries to walk away as quickly as he could. Manager stops him and asks him to apologize to me, which he did, and manager told me I was allowed to leave and not banned from the store. As I stepped outside of the store, my dad pulls up, and I told him everything was already sorted out. He didn't ask much and just took me home. A few days later, I was there shopping again with my parents, and Security 1 was no longer there. And I'm not surprised if he was fired for making false claims as well as threatening someone for a crime they didn't commit. I wouldn't be surprised if Security 1 was in on it, or a friend of the actual thief. Glad you got it all sorted out. And our last story. Neighbors want me to pay their utility bills. I, 21-year-old female, live with my disabled mom, bro, and sis on the first floor of a duplex. For context, our house became code violation recently, so our landlord skipped town and no one can find him. He stopped paying the utilities included in our rent. In the meantime, while looking for a place to move, our upstairs neighbors, Rose and Jerry, got the gas and electric meters for their apartment in their name. And I did the same for mine. Keep in mind, each apartment has separate meters. Well, the other day, my neighbors came to me and said due to our landlord's poor work that my apartment was drawing off their utility meters for both electric and gas, and asked if I would help pay their bills. Confused, since I was told when I got the accounts in my name that I was on completely different meters, I told them to let me talk to the company and figure out what was going on. This morning, I woke to many texts from my neighbors saying, "We got our gas bill, we need you to give us $11 so we can pay it, or we're shutting it off and you won't have gas." It's Monday, so I finally get on the phone with the utility company and ignore their messages until I can get the other side of things. Because I don't text back, they text again, "If you don't pay, I'll sue you, which will make it harder for you to find a place to move." I don't care if I have to get a shared meter reading, which will turn everyone off since I have a generator to keep electric. Finally, I get off hold and speak to the utility company and explain. They tell me I'm on my own meters and bill, and on their end, nothing is running off of my neighbors. Hearing this, I text my neighbor back and relay this info and tell them I'll not be paying their bill since the company tells me I'm not drawing off of it at all. And angry over their threats, ask them what grounds they have to sue me just because I won't pay their bill. I get another string of texts back saying things like, "I talked to the company too, and they told me gas isn't even hooked up to the first meter, so I don't know why they say you're paying for gas when you're not." I sent a last reply reiterating what I said before and saying I will not pay their bill unless I have proof I'm running off their meters somehow. In response, my male neighbor puts a padlock on our basement doors where all the meters are, then tells us his wife called code enforcement and they'll be here tomorrow and we'll all be kicked out. From my experience, they can't do that so fast. They've started slamming the entry door, stomping louder than they usually do upstairs, which is loud another time anyway. And I expect them to bang on our window in the middle of the night and throw things at our door like they usually do when they're mad at us, but they haven't yet. Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.